Is calling 2022 CR 7417, State of Texas versus Kimberly Nieto. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Michael Del Real, state.
And are you Miss Nieto? All right. Counsel, I'm showing you the discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
Yes, sir.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. All right, I'm not recognizing. Oh, that's a different prosecutor. Okay. Miss Nieto, I'm showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Next, I'm going to show you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do.
State proceeding on the indictment as presented.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Nieto, I'm showing you what's entitled court admonishments and defendant's waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're charged with the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon? That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement you were giving up those rights? Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case? Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement? All right. Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
No.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense? Ms. Nieto, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you in this plea? Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea bargain agreement, there's a $1,500 fine probated, affirmative finding of deadly weapon. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent? Did you understand that to be the entirety of your agreement? Defense? Is that the entirety of the agreement?
Actually, Judge, I think we could discuss that.
Okay. All right. If you want to discuss that with her, you can. Did you have a chance to discuss with your client the affirmative finding of family violence and the collateral consequences for a finding?
Yes, sure.
All right. Ms. Nieto, knowing that you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition, and knowing that you cannot be designated as primary custodial parent, do you still wish to continue with this plea bargain agreement? All right. And did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea bargain agreement? Defense? State?
Yes, sir.
Next, I'm showing you the paragraph entitled Waiver of Appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, have there been any such motions? Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. State is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 4 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community service restitution, no contact with Gabriel Serta, that's SCRDA, McMiles evaluation in the BIPP course. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, state upper states exhibit number 1.
Ms. Nancy, I'm showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to testimony stipulations and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. The court finds there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. I would defer finding you guilty as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Judge, if you like, I didn't know if you wanted to do the evaluation first.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, yes, one, Ms. Nieto is indigent. She may benefit from the MLS, probation department. They have a child. She and the complainant have a child who's about 2 years old, maybe 2.5. And so, and she said they actually still talk with one another. They get along with each other. They're not alone with one another. And she was going to ask, I asked the state whether there was leading to no harmful or injurious contact as that recommendation that they made, but they didn't want to do that. So I told her out that.
Okay. All right. So where's your child? All right. And how old is your child? All right. And so has your child been staying with your sister? Has Child Protective Services been involved? So have your parental rights been terminated? And by terminated, I mean, has the state given custody of your child to your sister?
Permanently, I don't know, but I know that I want to do that.
All right. So it appears to the court that there's no reason for her to have contact with Mr. Serta. Mr. Serta doesn't have the child, which suggests to me if CPS was involved, it seems maybe that her rights are terminated, his were terminated, or either a placement was made with her sister.
Well, my guess on that, Judge, was that because of the case that they had placed the child with her sister, because it sort of was, I guess, available or willing to have the placement, and that we're waiting for her to do that.
No, she said. No, she said that her child was CPS was involved at the child's birth because you mentioned that while the child was in the hospital, right? So that means that when she gave birth to her child, there was something else going on and CPS got involved, unless she commits this aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, then goes into hospital and has birth to the child. But she told me her child is 3. So
I don't know.
So why did CPS take your child? Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. $1,500 fine probated. Affirmative finding of deadly weapon. Affirmative finding of family violence. 4 years deferred adjudication. 200 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. The court is not requiring you to do that, but if you do with the booster, 40 of those hours will be waived. Parenting classes, you must complete that. That'll be the triple T. Once you complete that, the remaining of the community service hours will be waived. Proof of employment or either SSI within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. McMiles evaluation and TAP evaluation while in custody. The BIPP course. There's to be no contact with Gabriel Serta, no unsupervised contact with minors. That means that you can't babysit, you can't do any of that. You understand? There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular UAs. And if the TAP evaluation recommends inpatient treatment, I want to start her off with intensive outpatient treatment. And we'll do a follow recs of TAP evaluation. And I'm going to want field visits. Sorry, probation 3 times per month. And make sure you check on the child. Is there anything else you need from me in order to be successful? Yes, when you go to probation, because they're going to be testing you, just make sure you let them know what your prescription medications are, because sometimes you can get a positive UA from those medications. Don't do that anymore. All right, because one, that's very dangerous for your health, because you never know what someone's giving you. And with medications, the doctor has usually considered all the medications that that person is taking and saying this is good for them. They haven't considered any medications you're taking, okay? All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, thank you.